Last class we had a discussion on new and old terminologies, historians and their sources, etc. Today, let's see new social and political groups. The period between 700 AD to 1750 AD is a huge challenge to historians because variety of developments occurred during this period. New technologies appeared. New technologies appeared during the period between 700 AD to 1750 AD, like Persian wheel for improving irrigation and spinning wheel for weaving and firearms for warfare. These are the new technologies emerged during this period. Persian wheel for improving irrigation, spinning wheel for weaving cloth and firearms for warfare. New foods like potato, corn, chilies, tea, coffee and beverages also arrived. As a result, the period between 700 AD to 1750 AD was a period of economic, political, social and cultural changes. Remember, these innovations, new technologies and crops came along with the people who brought ideas also. The advent of international trade led to greater interaction between people from different parts of the world. India began to be seen as a land of opportunity because of its wealth. This was also a period of great mobility. Groups of people traveled long distances in search of opportunity. One group of people who became important in this period were the Rajput. Rajput, a name derived from Rajputra. What is the meaning of Rajput? Son of a ruler. Between the 8th and 14th century, the term was applied to a group of warriors who claimed Kshatriya caste status. A chivalric code of conduct, extreme valor and a great sense of loyalty were the qualities attributed to Rajputs. Rajputs means son of a ruler. What were their qualities? A chivalric code of conduct, extreme valor and a great sense of loyalty were the qualities attributed to the Rajputs. Other groups of people such as Marathas of Maharashtra, Sikhs in Punjab and also Jats in Uttar Pradesh, Ahoms in Northeast, Kayasthas, another group of people also emerged during this time. Many groups emerged during this time like Rajputs, Marathas, Sikhs, Jats and Ahoms etc. And also another group also emerged. They are Kayasthas. Kayasthas means scribes. Now let's discuss the changes in society during this period. In medieval India, many new towns and villages came up under the new rulers. Many forests were cleared and created more land for agriculture. The tribal people who lived in the forest were forced to either move to different place or to adopt different occupation. Some of them became farmers. Thus, agriculture became a main occupation in medieval India. During this time, many forests were cleared. As a result of that, tribes, those who are living in the forest, they moved to different places and also they adopted different occupation. Some of them became farmers. That is why agriculture became the main occupation of the people. As society grew more diverse with the rise of different occupations, people were further divided into subcaste or jadi. This was based on the people's background and occupation. Rules for these jadis were made by communities of elders known as Jadi Panchayat. So new subcaste or jadis emerged. Rules for these jadis were made by communities of elders known as Jadi Panchayat. Now let's see old and new religions. It was during this period that important changes occurred in what we call Hinduism today. This included the worship of new deities, the construction of temples by royalty, and the growing importance of Brahmanas, the priests as dominant groups in society. Brahmanas' importance grew due to their knowledge of Sanskrit language. Then Bhakti, a new form also emerged during this time. Bhakti, a new concept of devotion without complex rituals, emerged in Hinduism. New concept also emerged in Hinduism, that is called Bhakti. Now Islam also came during this period. So this was also the period when new religions appeared in the subcontinent. Merchants and migrants first brought the teachings of the Holy Quran to India in the 7th century. So later we can see many rulers were patrons of Islam and the ulama. Who were ulamas? Ulamas were learned theologians and jurists. Later we can see Sufism also emerged in Islam. Sufism emerged as an idea focused on simple rituals through songs, hymns and dance. Next part, let us see. Thinking about time and historical periods. For historians, time is not about the changes in dates. It also means changes in society, political structure and economic activities. To understand the history of a country like India, where so many changes have taken place over thousands of years, is difficult if we look at it as one period. Hence, periodization becomes necessary to understand the changes that have taken place in the country. What do you mean by periodization? Periodization means dividing history into periods. So this periodization helps us to understand that the features of one time period can be different from the other. The first detailed history of India was written by British historians. They divided the history of India on the basis of the rulers. How they divided? They divided India as Hindu period, Muslim period and British. The first detailed history of India was written by British historians. They divided the history of India on the basis of rulers, Hindus, Muslims and British, that they divided Indian history on the basis of religion of the rulers, Hindu period, Muslim period and British period. This division only reflects the rulers and their religions. Do historians today follow the division of history by the British historians? No, historians do not follow this division made by the British because it ignored the rich diversity of society and culture of India. Historians used the division of history in ancient, medieval and modern to include the features of the lives of common people, culture, political system and economic activity, etc. British historians divided Indian history as Hindu period, Muslim period and British period based on the religion of the rulers of that period. But later historians, they divided Indian history as ancient, medieval and modern periods to include the features of the lives of common people, culture, political system and economic activity. This division is followed by historians across the world. The term medieval, we are going to study in this book medieval period. Medieval Indian history we are going to study in 7th standard. The term medieval has often been used in a negative way to refer to non-progressive thinking compared to the progressive modern period. We know that modern period is progressive, social and economic progress, that representing this modern, that word. So this medieval period or medieval, that name also has often been used in a negative way to refer to non-progressive thinking compared to the progressive modern period. But in medieval period also we can see a lot of progress and changes in political, social and religious structure. Now let's discuss questions and answers related to this topic.